What's up, motherfuckers? What's up, you guys? It's time to do. Okay, I'm joking. Alright. Start time. SPX. Alright. So I marked down with an alarm the monthly. See, with this right here, you can call it. What do you call these? Um. So anyway, so I pretty much put an alarm on these two monthly candles intersections. I'm gonna call them intersections because pretty much one month stops and the other one begins. So and you can't really call it resistance or support. It just depends where the market is coming from. Since it was coming, for example, we start going down and we start hitting this area, it's gonna be act like a support. But if it's coming up again, it's gonna act like resistance. So it just depends on how the market is coming in that price. So in a way, also you can see it as like a just like a invisible force field, like a border. I'm gonna call it borders, monthly borders, 4 candle border, or whatever candle it is. But I'm gonna call it a border. So I put a border right here, the line for these two borders for these mother candles. That way, they can indicate me in the smaller time frames where we at. What we really need to pay attention. I mean, just dropping this will be bad, but what we really need to hold is first is gonna be this area right here, which we already hit first with Japan. This was the Japan news, and this was what was it? First, oh, data. It was jobs data. We were getting jobs, bad jobs, and then dun, 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 and all of a sudden we got saved. Um, so yeah, so see, look, this is our first support area that we need to hold. That's why when I held this, Japan hold this, I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna be good. And normally, uh, we're so damn. I'm surprised because I thought this would be the actual retracement that we all been talking about. I've been talking about retracement since probably somewhere over here. But once we did this and we saw this, I was like, nah, we're gonna keep on flying. Back in my videos, I mentioned about this. It was gonna be, I told the homie, hey, look, there's a foundation forming. They were scaring us right here. Oh, this is for the market? Because we've been falling down for the last 4 weeks and blah, 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 blah. All of a sudden, so I told them, hey, this is a foundation. They're building a rocket on top of it, and this rocket is about to explode. And that's what happened. And then I thought that Japan was going to be that correction, to start it, hold it, and then anticipate, some sort of suspension. But that bitch got saved in one day, and I believe it was a Thursday, because I remember how I was telling my coworkers, hey, look, Thursday's going to be the real move, watch. Thursday. Thursday's gonna be the real move. It's not gonna be Monday. It's not gonna be Tuesday. It's not gonna be Wednesday. It's gonna be Thursday. Especially how on Wednesday we held this area right here, just suspense of falling down throughout the night. Because that was the end of it. This was the area that we were holding right here. And then throughout the night we're breaking it. And that's what I said the homie watch. We're having data for 5 o'clock. At 5:30. So get ready to see how at 3 or 4 we hold and we shoot above. And if you go right here, let me see you do it. 5177. Thursday, 5177. And there we go. We held that position, and there we have. Oh, there's the forward candle. Notice how I was holding this whole time, this whole area right here, and we're getting to 3 and 4 in the morning. And there we go, boom, skyrocket. All of a sudden, hey, the market is good, you guys. No more Japan, blah blah blah, breakdown and trillions of dollars lost in the market and panic. All right, and this was the bad data right here. So, also okay, getting to two ahead, you guys. So, all right, so far the United States economy is doing great. All right, so now we're gonna go into the weekly. So now we need to pay attention to this area. This has been this for this month. Something I noticed is that if we do have bad news, because we're coming to Tuesday, so I'm gonna say something on daily candle when we get there. But right now, notice how this is the area that we had a hard time breaking, right? This was July 24th, and we had a hard time breaking. Um, 2 weeks right here, and then down, right? Then we came, we struggled for 3 weeks, and we went down, and finally, the third try, actually the fourth time was it, I guess, whatever, how you say it. So now, the only support that we have, because you're looking at it right here, weekly wise, because the higher we go in the candles, the higher it tells you where the main support or resistance at. Meaning right here as it comes down, this is, I know it's gonna be a hard area from first of all it should be like a hard support, but from if it breaks it should hold this right here, and what it tends to do is it'll break it, touch it, and then end up closing above. Oh, but what you don't want is sometimes end up closing. Oh, you have them right here, so actually it'll just come in between these two. You actually want to touch this one, then close above so that it can go up again. What you don't want is to come down and close below that border right there, because it's gonna be acting like a resistance, and that's what you want. What a border should do. Whether either way, where the fuck you at. So now, so that's what you want. And if it falls down, but actually it falls down, you want this is the first little support that it has, or border that it has. But it's that's it. So that's the advantage that we have, that we know if we do fall down, this is gonna be a weak point right here. Because when it comes down, no one tends to slow down. Or what it'll do is it'll get close to the border, go slowly up. Because we're waiting for some data. We go up a little bit, but then come down to that same area. But this time we shoot down because the data was bad. So what it'll do with it, the anticipation, just the momentum of the data coming out, pushes on up. But once it comes out and it's bad, it psychs traders out. It messes with traders' emotions and whatnot, because they see it go up, and when the data came out, and then this time it actually breaks, and we go down. That's how it gets you, or we'll come down to it, just be hovering above it, and then start breaking it down. Especially throughout nighttime, especially because we've been pushing this whole time. Now I'm gonna go to the daily to talk about that. So now you see, the only support that we have for this is right here. We're in days now. So since Thursday, and that's what I was telling the homie right now. Notice how it's been there since Thursday. We could have dropped Sunday, We could have dropped Monday, but we're still here. We could have dropped through the whole day. And notice how we did, but notice how it went back above and close up here again. And then today we were just hovering here. So pay attention to that. By now, normally when we shoot on up, this what happens. We'll shoot on up and this will happen, or we'll shoot on up something like this, or um, just yeah, so like not like this, but just see, that's what tends to happen if it holds. That's when I'm like, that's still looking bullish. So yeah, something like this will shoot up, and then the next day, whatever, what night it goes down, tries to go back up again, but fails, and so it's typical right here. So the fact that is that the last week, that's what I was telling the homie, pay attention how it's the last week, the last full week. That's why it's very important, because it's a full week. And this is the actual data that's really gonna matter. Even though we might have some data here, yeah, it's cool, but this is what's gonna move. This is what's gonna move this week. This is what you have 5 days to move it, expand it. Whereas this day is only gonna give you some little push, whether it be some like this. But this is important because it's a full week. This is where all the data comes out, whatnot. And then this one is very important because we have Pal talking. I think we have Pal talking here. Actually, Thursday, I think he talks. But on here, I forget what's happening. It's something else happening here. There's job data coming out. I think these 3 days. Yeah, watch. Yeah, right here. Next data for each of these economic indicators will be released. Labor force, October 4th. Wage increase, October 4th. Job vacation per employment, October 3rd. Quit rate, October 3rd. Continued wages overall, however which can influence entire process. October 3rd. Unemployment rate. These are what the Feds looks for. And you can see employment rate is right here. Unemployment rate, non-farm payroll, and that's what's happening next month. And so yeah, ChatGPT, hey, here was coming up, and here's the date. So that's why it makes sense. What I'm saying for this, let's say close this week up here, and then that let's say we get right here into the all-time high area, which finish Friday or Thursday here. Friday, let's say we shoot them up, and then Monday it'll be like this date. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, yo. We're gonna blow up, or we're gonna have some sort of correction next week. Either this week we're gonna have a correction, or next week, because today we might have this week we might have a more of a rally, and then next week could be that correction, or by Thursday or tomorrow we can have a correction. But either way, we have a correction tomorrow. We still have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So even if we do fall down and break this box that we have right here, by Thursday evening, or by Thursday, if we do drop, let's say we do drop tomorrow or Wednesday, we still have important data Thursday and Friday that could pick us back up and close here again, and then have that anticipation. Okay, we close the week here, and then we'll have That's where we close. So let's say it'll be weird if this week close here, but I could see it. But the week closing here will show this candle as weak, as like could be pressure from let's say there's a force just pressuring down, and you normally call people sellers or bears. That they're the one that put the market down. Because normally for the market to show strong bullish candles, you want this green candle right here, or it's all they're all green right now because of the indicator. But you want this candle to close on a strong green candle, not a candle that got pressed all the way down and closed down here. So I wouldn't be surprised if this week we close here, and then next week, or we're gonna close a month, because pretty much either 30th we're gonna be pretty much looking forward to like bitch you better hold, or Thursday's gonna correct us and we're gonna close the month somewhere down here, and that makes sense too. And then this will create a double top because you just see a wick right here and a red candle going down, and then depending how the data comes out next month, you'll start seeing a correction down. But either or, what I like about when we have these puts, before I used to not like them, but now that I have this new system, um, I like these areas because you have the advantage of, if we do dip, then you know where the sweet spots are at, or especially I do with the boxes and the lines. Um, Especially when we've been pushing, for a while up like this is a crazy push, and we hold and we keep on pushing type of thing. The more suspense, the more it's like, all right, get ready for that sweet drop. Especially because we're getting towards the end of the month, so just pay attention how for the last 2 weeks, your emotions, you've been happy, and you're getting close to the end of the month, but you're happy, and you're watching maybe YouTubers that are telling you, yeah, it's going up, buy stocks, or you don't really pay attention to the market or whatnot. So a quick a quick a little jab, a little scaredness, like you wouldn't see coming because you're so happy. Um, Anyways, okay, so on to the next one. So I'm gonna put my drawings, and this is what I point out. This is what I want to point out. I was telling the homie, there's also 50% Fibonacci's, the 1 hour candle, 2 hour candle, and 3 hour candle here in the same area. So that makes it hard, or not hard, but that's really important to know, and it makes sense why these candles want to go down, because they're rejecting the Fibonacci. Not in particular because of that, but just in the graph wise. Graph wise, so here we have 50 Fibonacci, 1 hour candle right here. So as it goes down, it's gonna have a hard time falling. So it's gonna need a special move. I mean a real move, like a 11:45, 12:30 move to actually break these. You're not gonna break these uh, during these times right here. You gotta normally start seeing them normally to 11:45, 12:30, or your 3:45 to 4:30, or your 7:45 to 8:30 type of moves. Like it's gonna be one of those moves. Um, doesn't mean they can't go down any other time, but those are the moves where they need to, especially if they've been touching, breaking. I mean touching, playing with them. They need that weak spot, which is that crucial time for them to make that move. It's now or never type of thing for them to like smash it and then hold, and this is that. Um, so look, now when you go to your 2 hour candle, you see it down here. So that's what you see is in green. And then you see the cushion that it has for your support, so even if you do come down and we hold this, it makes sense because also that's where we started on Monday. Oh, where we close on Friday, I mean. And we open on Sunday. Right here, I believe. You can see right here. 1 hour candle, or 3 hour candle, and then 3 hour candle. Oh, actually, 3 hour candle moves. So, take this off. I'll put this gray and okay. And the 4 hour candle somewhere down there. Okay. Alright, there you go. So no, something told homie. So yesterday, last night, I was telling you guys. Probably it's right here, right? Yeah, Sunday. Um, I told you guys that we were gonna start falling on down. These were your sweet areas right here. I believe when this happened, it was happened early. Let me see, 21. I think it happened like around 10 o'clock. Yeah, 11, 10, yeah, 10 o'clock. Um, and then once we fell down, I can't remember really what I said. I think I said we were gonna stop somewhere in this area right here, and then go back up. Um, oh, it was about at 11. So once this move already happened, then you're at 45, 12:30. So here we have 11, 12. So from pretty much, let me see how it reacted. 12, 4:30. So 11:45, 12:30. The fact that it went back inside the box here, which is what you wanted, and there was normally, like I said, if we push it up, normally these are the times where it continues. I mean, it not ever continues, but it just a correction. A correction. So normally with the big move like this, it goes down to these areas right here, and then goes back up, type of thing, or holds it, and then will it go up, or will we go back up to the all-time high? It's normally how they trap you, especially when like this, I would understand, but the fact that we had this crazy move on up here, I was like, okay, well, we're probably gonna break this and then go somewhere down here. Especially we have back there, we're gonna go down here. See, this was understandable. I mean this right here. Oh shit, my bad. Um. So yeah, so I was looking in the fucking wrong area, dumbass. No, yeah. So I started coming down here, but the fact that then after it fell down here, it still held. I was surprised. I was still bullish. I wasn't bullish, but I was bullish once we did this up here. Once we held, especially the second area right here at 9 o'clock, because I ain't gonna lie, I was trying. I went for where was it? I went for a couple of trades, and I think I lost like $50. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna wait just after work because your 7:45 to 8:30 move, nothing really happened, especially coming to 9 o'clock. What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? So yeah, so when we fell here at 9, I'm like, oh okay, because I knew this was there to pay attention to. So I was like, all right, it's either later on at 10 o'clock or 9:30. I mean, they're gonna see this breakdown, but I knew that the 50s were here, so it's like, all right, either we're gonna hold because of the 50s. If I didn't have the 50s there, I knew that it was still the area. But the fact that we had a 50 there, it was more confirming to going up because I could visually see why it's going up, also because of the 50. and the time and everything. So when I look back and I saw that 10 o'clock we're here, um, I think I went for a buy somewhere here, and even when we're getting close to 12 o'clock, 11:45, 12:30, that's when I went for a buy too, and that's when I started losing money. So I think I made like $20 at the end for today, and I ended up losing 50 once I started seeing a rejection on this red box because I knew this red box was your, hey, if we're gonna continue on up, 11:45 needs to hold this area to then shoot it up, and blah blah blah. But the fact that from 12 o'clock onto 1 we were rejecting, I was like, okay, I'm out of this. I'm gonna just wait after work. And that's when we started falling through the day, but not just really buying time here. We ended up closing here for the day, I think, somewhere here or here. Let me check. Yeah, we close here for the day. Yeah, we close here. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking wait. Let me mark this down real quick. 1 hour candle. Candle. All right, and then we again we're back in the same area. We're back in the same area, but check the time too. We're coming close to that 4 candle closing. So this is an important support, whatever border area right here, especially because it's an 8 hour candle. So this is either gonna confirm to me also that uh, we're gonna have 9:15 up here, 9:30 to 10 o'clock, and still have that bullishness. Or what it's gonna do, again, this is what I was telling you. This is the sweet time, and this is where it goes for those moves. It's already the end of the sweet spot, but we're still holding in this region, and we're the closer you get to the 4 candles, the closer that for that move to suddenly happen, especially towards the last hour, 30 minutes or so, whatnot. So the more it maintains in this area, the more for that move to happen as it gets close to 10 o'clock, which is when the 4 candle happens. So the more you see, let's say this 9 o'clock candle closes here, and then the more by this area, whatnot, 10 o'clock shoots out and close here, or the move for the 10 o'clock will be so big or strong, I mean, that it'll shoot below it and close somewhere here. And then 10 to 11 and struggle to now break this Fibonacci also and the 12 this 12-hour candle resistance, and it's gonna start back down now testing this one down here. If that happens, because you gotta wait till 11:40, you're 11:45, 12:30, and see where they're at. Let me see the Nasdaq real quick. Cause see, even the Nasdaq still holding, maintaining. I haven't. And we're still holding this trend line right here. I forgot about this trend line. So I mentioned yesterday in my video also how Nasdaq has been on this trend line, and recently we get to it. And I said in the video, usually we're gonna by time here pretty much come down and then go back up and go back up to push it. But you can see it actually came down. It actually did came down all the way down here. Watch. Eesh. Wow. Monday, that was today. Today at 12 o'clock. So see, to see if we were really gonna go down, whatever. That's why you look at SPX too, because you see the difference from this drop to how SPX was dropping on down. So if you would have seen this, you would have said, "Oh shit, the market is going down. We're going, we will, the Nasdaq has, would have been panicking because this is a big drop, especially for the morning. Not the morning, for noon. Is think about it. You're getting closer toward the end of the day. The day closes at 2 p.m. And the market just is having a crazy drop at 12 o'clock. It broke through this support area right here. It broke through this support area right here. and you as a trader, you're on the buy. You're in the buy. So even if you were to hold this right here, you're gonna sell. You think you're gonna hold that area, but next thing you know, you get fucked again. So either what they did is all these people right here that were on a buy that were holding in this area, or either in this area, in this area, in this area, in this area, they liquidated them and they took them all out. Because if it was really holding, it would hold below this area and then continue with the fall. Or either hold here to have that suspense. Will it go up again? Will we go up? Type of thing. Will we pass this 50 Fibonacci and up? No, it literally told you, hey, we're going up. The fact that it closed up, the fact that these two candles were also rejecting above the 50, I would have fucking bought right here. Um, but I knew after the day I was looking today with SPX how it wasn't really good to do nothing. That I was gonna find out later on, because that's what really tends to happen. After all the data is taken out later in the evening, it will then set up for the next day. Especially the next day has data, it will hold that area. If we didn't have data tomorrow, this move would have dropped most likely, and we'll be just broken down with this. But the suspense of being the last week, the suspense that we have data all these weeks, and it especially when this data it's important, but it's not really as important for the ones that they paid one really have their eyes on, which is Thursday and Friday. They kind of shake it off, even if it's kind of bad. They kind of shake it off, and then the market still stays in that price range because all eyes are on Thursday, especially because they want to keep the momentum up. It's kind of a, hey, we're still good. Fuck that data. This is the one that we just had good news by the Fed. So hey, let's keep it up. All right. And you can see, yeah, now see. So I'm pretty sure SPX is doing the same shit. Yeah, see. Um, 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 um. See, right now, I want to go for a buy, but again, it's too early. Cause what we could do is, cause again, the buying time for the real move, and then on the real move tends to happen. Like I said, you're 11:45, 12:30. Cause again, it's the last forward candle of a 12 of pretty much of half a day. So it's like all the everything comes down crushing to those last four candles really toward. Like all this day you had all this move to do all this not to get to this. Let's say this was your goal. You had all this time to do this, right? So you as a trader, maybe you're seeing it being like, oh, we're gonna reject because we were rejecting and we're down here, and that normally means it's not. And maybe the indicator is showing me that we're oversold or some stupid shit like that. And all of a sudden, in your 11:45, 12:30 comes a real move, and it starts going back up, and this time it does hold, and it holds here at 2, and blah, 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 and we maintain this area. Or, what it actually finally does, it actually finally goes for the dump. So it rejects here, it goes in here, but then it keeps rejection. We start then coming down, 11:45 to 30 bullshit, finally break these, hold this area. But see, we're all the way up here, and we have no support. So what it'll do is, what the market then starts to do, since we're new territory, the market starts creating your new support, your new resistance. So like this right here, you might see it as nothing, but then later on it'll come down, it'll stop in the same area, or it'll come down here, but end up closing higher. So then it'll show a trend because we're new territory. So you'll see the new trend, the new little trend forming up. You're like, oh, okay, there's a trend happening right here. Look, it's going up, it's going like this, and it's going up. So that's also something that you can see. Not just because we fall down means that we're new territory. So it's it's forming. It's like anything else. It's giving you the new support, the new resistance. Okay, right here, whatnot. Unlike where we were at below, we have so many support and resistance down here that you can kind of see where it's gonna stop, where it's gonna go. With this you can't, but what helped me is pretty much the time and the Fibonacci's really, and the data that's coming out tomorrow. And now that I have actual structure of boxes, it's more easier for me to kind of visually see where it's gonna be at and whatnot. Um, Also, what I'm looking for is boxes, 3 hour boxes like these right here, 3 candle boxes. You see how the 4 hour candle has been dipping and it's been getting bought, and we have 1 hour left. That's what I'm saying. Still bullish, and I'm really surprised. Kind of want to put it there, but kind of don't. Sounds something fall and fall. Nothing to say, stuck in the skin. You know what? I'm actually gonna put it there. Something that's gonna help me out later on. See, so far we have this trend-ish, but it's not really a trend. We don't got nothing. Right now we're just consolidating, if you notice that. Alright. It's 9 o'clock, so either we're gonna close here at 10, bullshit again, or we're gonna close here at 10, bullshit here, do this, or do this type of shit, or it depends how we're looking at 11:45, 12:30. I'll either do a video or a screenshot, or I won't, but I'll try my best, you guys. But most likely I'll do a screenshot at 11:45, 12:30. So tomorrow data we have. We got consumer confidence at 7 a.m. Belgian MBB business climate. Don't know what that is, but it's medium, so it's not that really important. Your high one is consumer confidence at 7, and Richmond manufacturing. But they come out 7, so I wouldn't be surprised if this time we do fall throughout the night. And then have a nice little dump because the data comes out till 7. Interesting. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna do a video later. Hopefully this shit wasn't that long. Let's see.